Yes, guys, and welcome back to episode 16 of the Reprogram Your Mind podcast. As always, thank you for being here. I can never express two things. One, my level of gratitude for you giving me your time, which is your most valuable commodity, but also you valuing yourself high enough to be here, because that shows me that you're committed to personal growth, personal development, and living a healthier, happier, more fulfilling life. So, following on from last week's two podcasts that have given you two morning affirmations that I live by, if you haven't yet watched them, I want you to stop right now, and I want you to go back, and I want you to watch episode 14 and journal it. And I want you to watch episode 15 and journal it. These four podcasts, 14, 15, 16, 17, are created as a set, which will leave you with a world-class morning routine to implement, but they're not ones to hop in and out of. So our first affirmation was, I am the creator of my destiny. We have to affirm this before we are even out of bed, when, as we discussed, our brain is in its most programmable alpha state. It's defenseless to what we tell it. So if we tell it we're not good enough, that's going to set the tone for the day. If we tell it that we are the creator and the master of our own destiny, it will also believe this. Last week's was, my energy creates my reality. Again, a very important session. Whatever energy that you're giving out will be the energy that you return back. So if you're bambling through life, reactive, stressed, negative, judging people, angry, reactive, as I said, pretty much almost certainly what you're going to get back. Again, if you're also operating from an energetic place of lack, which we're going to come on to today, you're going to experience more lack, abundance, and so forth and so forth. So we're going to build on to the third today. And as I said, please, if you haven't, go back and watch them. And also, please remember that if you are ready to take things to the next level and you've been enjoying the podcast, Mindset Mastery is like the Reprogram Your Mindset on steroids. We have just recorded session 51. That's 51 hours of world-class mindset training, and we are going to be offering a free 7-day trial to this course, which will give you access to absolutely everything for free for 7 days. A gift from us to you to say thank you for being here. So just drop me an email, lee@freemanfitness.co.uk, or even better, drop me a message on Instagram, leefreemanuk_, and I will give you the code to get 7 days free access to Mindset Mastery with Lee. You can check it out, www.mindsetmasterywithlee. So today's affirmation, the most important affirmation you'll ever say. I am enough, and I already have everything I need within me. As I've always said, most of you are going to need pretty big eyelids now, but tattoo that on the backs of your eyelids. I am enough, and I already have everything I need within me. This addresses one of the biggest mindset beliefs that hold people back, namely that they believe they are not enough, they don't have enough, and that something is missing and needed in order for them to be happy. Some of this is going to blow your mind. Now, there's also a training within my member portal called the fallacy of I'll be happy when, and this is a big part of this. So when we fall into the fallacy of I'll be happy when, we're basically affirming that we need something outside of us that we don't already have in order to be happy, successful, or at peace. Some people, this is money, a house, a car, a relationship, a body, or anything in between. But we very much say, I'll be happy when. And what we're doing is we're saying, I'm not giving myself permission to be happy until I drive that car, until I've lost that amount of weight, until I find my perfect partner. And that will always keep you stuck. You have to let that go right now. Or I promise you, you will always operate from lack, and you will never attract abundance. We're going to be drilling down really deep on this. So grab your pen, grab your paper, and listen up, because this next 30 minutes might just change your life. So most people are living in a constant state of searching. They believe that they will be happy when they insert anything that they do. And trust me, I did this for years, okay? I've competed nationally. I've played top level rugby. I've had an international DJ career and supported people like Sigala at Eden in Ibiza. I bought a brand new Range Rover. I rented a £750,000 house on my own with 5 bedrooms and 3 acres of land and lived there on my own. I've dated models. I've done everything that I thought that I needed to do in order to feel happy and like I was enough. Guess what? Total emptiness, total lack, all wore off after 3 or 4 days of having those things, and I was back feeling where I was. So we have to learn to shift from this, because if you're only going to give yourself permission when you're getting confirmed for big gigs or playing top level rugby or having 7% body fat or having X amount of money in the bank account or driving the car or having the house or dating the person, then you're always going to be miserable, because you're relying on something outside of yourself in order to feel happy. So you're essentially giving away your power to the world, and you have to let go of that, because what you're doing is you're giving out a signal of I'm not good enough, I'm not enough, I'm not happy, I don't have enough. And you cannot operate from here, because I'll be happy when keeps you thinking that happiness, contentment and fulfillment is always out of your reach. So you'll always be chasing. What happens when you chase the white rabbit of success? It runs away, as a very wise man once told me. So what you're doing is you're actually stopping yourself from being happy right now. The reality is you could be dead tomorrow, but you're not giving yourself permission to be happy right here, right now, in this moment. So you have to do this, and I'm going to come on to a couple of things that will actually blow your mind, which I journaled this morning. But one of them is I'm going to talk about some kids in Cambodia and how they view life from a very different angle. So listen up, because the lesson from the kids in Cambodia is a very important one. So from me to you, give yourself permission to be happy right now, because you're already enough. You already have enough, and you already have everything you need within you. You're complete and you're whole. Now, don't get this misconstrued with settling for mediocrity. It doesn't mean that you can't have big goals. It doesn't mean that you can't have dreams. It doesn't mean that you can't want the Range Rover and the big house. I still want both of those things, but I no longer need them in order to feel happy and like I'm enough. So when you do this, you're taking back power, and it will completely shift where you operate from, because you're moving from abundance and gratitude. And when you're operating from abundance and gratitude and love and fulfillment and contentness and wholeness, you give out a completely different energy. And what did we talk about last week? Your energy creates your reality. And when you're in this place, you can operate with high energy 24/7, because you don't need anything to feel like you're enough. You don't need anyone, and you don't need anything. Likewise, what I've coached you many times about, stop doing things to make other people happy, or worrying about doing things because you think it will make them feel unhappy. Other people's happiness isn't your responsibility. Yours is, and it has to come from within. It has to come from the internal. We have to fix the internal before the external. Now, wholeness, fulfillment, gratitude, love, completeness is your natural state. You were born a miracle. You won a 400 million to 1 race to even find the egg. You were born perfect, but situations and circumstances have led you to believe otherwise. You've created a false belief and a false perception based on what society has told you and how you've been programmed, that you need things in order to be happy. Just like I thought I needed the model girlfriend, I needed the Range Rover, I needed the massive house, I needed the status, and I needed all of those things. I needed to run 200 miles. I needed to be in the newspapers. I needed to be on TV. I still loved all of those things, by the way. and I still chase all of those things, but I don't need them to feel like I'm enough. That's the difference that you can't get confused, because you have created this perception that you need things in order to be happy, and it's things that you aren't in control of. So I want you to know right now that nothing is missing. Nothing is missing in your life. You are enough. You have enough. You were born enough. And I need you to say that to yourself right now and believe it, because you're absolutely fucking perfect the way you are, and you were born that way. And when you can just operate from that place, the right people will show up, the right people will love you, and the other people don't matter. So let go of a need to be liked. Let go of a need to have things to feel like you're enough, because everything you need for your journey is already within you. So when you affirm, I am enough, I have enough, I am whole, I am complete, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy of love, you're not giving up on your personal goals. You're not giving up on dreams. It doesn't mean you don't still have big ass things on the bucket list that make you want to dive out of bed with a stiffy for life every single morning and go running after them because you've got a compelling and exciting vision of your future. It doesn't mean you change that. Your dreams don't change. What we're changing is the operating system of where you operate from. So we're shifting from a consciousness and an operating system of lack and need. That's why you will act needy, because you have needs. I don't have any needs currently because I'm enough. To one of abundance, to one of giving from an overspill. You know, if you want to get more out of life, give more. Stop thinking about what you need to get to be happy and start giving happiness, and watch happiness flow back to you. Exactly the same principle with money and wealth. Remember, wealth is nothing more than a feeling of abundance that's triggered by gratitude. So, question from me to you. This is going to blow your mind. Do you have any idea how lucky you are right now? Truly. Did you truly wake up this morning and consider just how lucky you should be? And I wrote down a list, and I just didn't stop. So I hope you've got a while. So you have everything you need to be happy right now. You're alive. You're breathing without pain. Your heart's beating. You have clean water to drink. You've probably eaten this morning. If not, you have freedom to. You have food in the fridge. You have clothes to wear. You have shoes on your feet. You have shelter from the weather. You're not in a war zone. You have freedom to go for a walk, freedom to go to the gym, freedom to take your kids to school. You have a phone or a device that you're listening to this on. You have access to unlimited free information and coaching online. No pitch, www.mindsetmasterywithlee.com. You're not in survival mode. You're not running from danger. You have a roof over your head. You have a bed to sleep in. You have warm, clean clothes. You have a warm shower. You can contact anyone in the world you want instantly. You're not starving. You're not homeless. You're not alone, even if you feel it. There's people that love you and there's people that care. You can hear music. You can see the sunrise. You can move your body. You have time. You have so much time. Even if you are an ADHDer like me, just start to think how can you begin to slow things down? Because you have time. You have opportunity. You can read, you can learn, you can listen, you can think. You can choose what kind of life you want to live. You have the power to change your story, to make new decisions, to make new choices. You have the ability to love and be loved. You have the power to change your body. You can find laughter even on dark days. You're not too old. It's not too late. You're not broken. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. You probably have 40 plus years knowledge of experience to work from, and with another 40 to go. You've survived everything that life's thrown at you so far. You were born a miracle. You have 100% knockout rate. You've got dreams, you've got a future, you've got people that love you. And you're waking up today watching this podcast with another opportunity to get it right. an opportunity to say sorry, an opportunity to fix your wrongs, an opportunity to be grateful. You've already come so far, and you've come so much further than many people ever will. So congratulations. That took me 3 minutes, 52 seconds. I could have gone on for hours. You are so lucky right now. Now, moving on from that, this isn't meant to trigger anyone, by the way, but I've seen children and spent time in third world countries. Children who live in mud huts, no possessions. Children whose mothers and fathers were murdered before they even knew who they were. Children that have been through famine, they have no possessions, no iPads, no designer trainers, no PlayStations, no Xboxes, no pocket money, nothing. But do you know what they had? Clean water, rice, music, a football, people who cared about them, and laughter. That was it. They danced, they smiled, they kicked a football, practiced boxing, and just radiated joy, radiated happiness. They had less than every single person watching this podcast, yet they were probably happier and more grateful for that football, that music, and someone to dance with than everyone watching this podcast has ever been for everything they have in their life right now. Why? Because they weren't poisoned by comparison. They weren't poisoned by programming. They weren't poisoned by the news, by fear, by the press. And they sure as hell didn't fucking have social media. They weren't told by society that they needed a car, a house, a partner or something in order to feel like they were enough. They already felt like they were enough. Grateful for water, rice, music and dancing, that's it. So what's stopping you from feeling grateful today? What's stopping you from feeling like you're enough? As I said, that's not meant to trigger you, but it is meant to wake you the fuck up. So, say it again with me. I am enough. I have enough. I am whole. I am beautiful. I am grateful. I am worthy of love. And today, I'm going to give myself permission to be happy because I have more than most. And this shift and this morning affirmation is so important because as long as you continue to operate from a position of lack, frustration, scarcity, anger, judgment, you'll just keep creating experiences that confirm it. You'll keep attracting the wrong people. And your brain will find evidence to back it up. Our brains, right? It's like a constant screenshot of everything that's happened in the past, combined with every thought that we are thinking. And that creates our reality. That's why some people are so shackled by memories of the past, they can't see a compelling vision of their future. But the reality is you can be held back by one or pulled by the other. Now, whatever you tell your brain in the morning, it will find evidence for you to believe. So if you tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough, you'll probably go straight onto social media and you'll see somebody with a better body, better car, and better life. Perceived. They probably leased the car, rented the house, and their relationship might be fucking miserable. Again, it's just highlights reels. But the point of me telling you that is whatever you believe, you will find evidence to back it up. Your mind will go and find the evidence to back your thoughts up. So if you say, I'll never be happy, nobody will ever love me, I'll never have a loving relationship, I'll never lose weight, I'll never make money, I'll never be able to forget my past, my trauma will never heal, I'm never going to get past this. Guess what? Your fucking brain will find evidence everywhere to back that up. Like your fucking evil devil sat on your shoulder. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Lee. You're too short, you're too bold, you're too fat, you're too old, you're fucking useless. It will find things to back it up. Yeah, you're not lovable, otherwise that wouldn't have happened when you were younger. Yeah, of course you're not lovable, otherwise that ex wouldn't have done that. Like everyone's got shit, right? I don't want to go off on too much of a tangent here, but everyone's got bad history. Everyone's got trauma. Everyone's got bereavement. Everyone's got all the stuff that you've got. You just convince yourself that yours is worse and find evidence to back it up and then use it as a supporting statement as why you are the way you are and why you behave. Like, you have to drop that. This might sound like the harshest thing I've ever said, but nobody gives a fuck about your story. Take control. The pen's mightier than the sword. Write a new future. Fucking, it's there. It's there. Anyone listening on Spotify will be like, where? But I'm pointing to the desk, a huge desk. It's there right in front of you. Anything you want to be, any career, any amount of money, any relationship, anybody, it's just there waiting for you. The only thing stopping you is a belief of why you don't believe you're worthy of it. But if you believe that, if you always believe and operate from a position that something is missing, that you need something or someone in order to be happy, as I said, the brain will keep backing you up. It's like your best friend, but it's like your toxic best friend or your abundant best friend. You have to control your brain. You have to take control. You have to learn emotional intelligence. Because if you believe something is missing, your brain will keep affirming that. It will keep backing you up. And it will convince you that you're not enough, that you don't have enough, that it is your fault, that you're not worthy. And the evidence will stack up just like it would in a court of law. But it's not true. You are not your thoughts, and your thoughts are not reality. Control them. And likewise, when you confirm that you are enough, when you start implementing what I've said in episode 14, 15, 16, and next week, which will be 17, your brain will find evidence to back this up and confirm it. No one is going to be attracted to someone with low confidence, low self-worth, who doesn't believe they're enough. They're going to attract the same person and live the same misery. Misery loves company. Tell each other their same stories about how it's different for them and what happened when they were younger and why they are the way they are and whose fault it was. And they'll find evidence everywhere. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm the same. Hear it all the time. But the same goes the other way. Can be around confident, driven, focused people who tell you that you are enough, that hold you more accountable than you hold yourself, that drag you to the next level. That's what we do within our unbreakable community. That's what I do with my own family. It's what I do with my friends. I will not tolerate victims or listen to bullshit for more than maybe an hour if I just need to get to what's going on so I can help them overcome it and move forward. But it doesn't help you, and you're confirming lack. You're confirming low self-worth, and you're confirming all the things that are making you unhappy. We need to move from them. It works both ways. It cannot work one without the other. I've said this so many times. You can't have happy without sad. You can't have fear without courage. You can't have lack without abundance. So channel it and choose it. Now, when you do this, you will notice instantly that the right people show up in your life. There's nothing more attractive than a man on a mission. Guess what? They're going to meet another man on a mission or woman on a mission, and they're going to connect. Same goes for misery guts and pity parties at the pub. They'll connect based on their shared connection of misery, or you can find someone to connect with on your shared vision of mission. But that starts with you and what you give out. You're not going to attract the love that you want if you're operating from a place of self-worth. You're not going to attract abundance if you're operating from lack, which is the whole point of today's story and podcast. So, as I said, when you do, opportunities will align. Things that were previously invisible to you will become visible. You will become noticed. That's what I try to do. I don't try to get noticed. I just try to be who I need to be to attract what I want. I try to be abundant. I try to be non-judgmental. Trust me, I do not get it right sometimes. We're all human and every day is a school day. But everything you want will be blocked or attracted from where you're operating from. But when you're saying something is missing, I'm not enough, I need insert whatever it is you feel you need to be happy narrative, success will never align with this. The dream partner won't show up until you're the dream partner on your own. So I want you to free yourself from this place of conditional happiness. I want you to free yourself from the trap of conditional happiness. Just like love, happiness shouldn't be conditional. That's a lesson that I need everyone to take away from this. If you think you need someone to be a certain way in order for you to be okay, you're fucked. Do the internal work and sort yourself out first. Just like drinking, when people say, oh, I do this because it takes the edge off. What edge? Your anxious edge, your low confidence edge. Do the internal work, sort that first. But you have to free yourself from this trap. Like, love is love and happiness is happiness. Love can't have conditions. You can't be with another human and say, I will love you, Penelope, as long as you insert conditions. I don't know where Penelope came from. Likewise, you cannot say, I, Lee Freeman, will give myself to be permission to be happy if 1, 2, 3, 4. It has to be unconditional. So free yourself from this trap of unconditional happiness. I just had a notification on my iPad there because it's not switched off. I'm going to share it with you because I'm actually really happy. Screen time last week, 2 hours, 42 minutes per day. That is fucking good for me. That's nearly a 70% reduction. Keep a handle on that yourself if you're doing it. If you feel like you don't have too much time, you're too busy and you're always rushed, do yourself a favor right now. Pause this podcast, pull your phone out, look at your screen time and wonder how much time you really do have. Anyway, let's not go off on that tangent. So you don't need permission or anything to be happy right now. Nothing. You don't need anything. Absolutely nothing. Happiness is not a destination, but it's also a skill. This all sounds so weird to you. Please, someone drop me a message in the comments on YouTube and say, no, Lee, that's not weird. I get this 100%. Or message me on Instagram and tell me. Happiness is a fucking skill. How weird does that sound? Doesn't sound weird to me, but it might to you. Happiness is a skill that has to be practiced. If you want to be happy, practice being happy. Practice smiling. Practice saying hello to strangers. Practice giving compliments. Do you know what's so weird to me these days? Like, I went into, and I think you have to be a little bit careful. We're going off on a tangent now, but we'll roll with it. I think you need to be a little bit careful with this as a guy as well, because it can be taken the wrong way. But I went into I didn't go into the sunbed shop because obviously I don't have sunbeds, but I went into a shop the other day and there's a woman behind the counter and I just said, oh my God, you look like vibrant today. Like, you just look like super happy. You look like really, really well. And like the shock on her face, followed by the sheer joy, was like unbelievable. Like, she was like, oh my God, like you could tell it had like really made her day and she'd never probably not heard that. Like, you have the opportunity to do that to 100+ people in a day, easily. Tell the woman at the checkout that you really appreciate her. Like, be nice. Whatever you feel you're not getting, give it. But if you're wandering around being a fucking mardy arse all day and wondering why everyone's being mardy with you, or you run around judging everyone and every situation and every conversation, and then you feel judged, woohoo, there you go, direct evidence. Every time, whatever you want to get more of, give more. But don't give it with expectation, just give it. I don't give compliments because I expect one back. I'm just giving compliments because I know it's going to make that person feel good. Every single day, Paul Mort taught me this. Every single day, you have the opportunity to be the best part of someone else's day. Don't waste it. Tell people that you love them. Tell your mates you love them. Tell your family, tell your friends. If you've got shit you need to say sorry for, go say sorry for it. Be the bigger person. It takes courage. Be vulnerable. So back to the training. Happiness is not a destination. It's a skill. It's a choice. It's a decision. And we need to practice it. So when you affirm, I am whole, I am complete, I am enough, and I have enough right now, right here. I'm happy at the moment, right here, right now. I don't need anything else in my life at the moment. I have all of those things that I rattled off this morning. But remind yourself every day. So train yourself to be happy. Just like you train biceps. How did I build biceps? Reps and reps and reps and reps. Practiced, learned, practiced, learned. Happiness is just the same. Gratitude is the same. It's a skill. But practice it and give yourself permission now, not when X happens. Not when things change, not when you lose another £5, not when you make another £5,000, not when you insert whatever it is you currently believe you need to be happy. Because when you do this, you'll move from stressed and worried to relaxed and creative. You'll move from repelling to attracting. You'll move from lack and scarcity to abundance. And this allows for healing and growth. Now, as I said, it doesn't mean that you stop chasing your dreams. It just means that you now pursue your dreams from a position of abundance and not lack. You pursue them from happiness, not sad. And you pursue them from calm, not stress. And remember this, there will be no happy end to an unhappy journey. So be happy chasing the goal, not I'll be happy when I get it. And practice all those things. Go back and listen to all those things that I said, because you should write your own list for that. In fact, I challenge you to see how long you could write for. If you really went deep. And I've heard this before. This might be you, and I've actually said it. I don't really feel like I have anything to be grateful for right now. If that's you, with love and respect, sort your fucking shit out, because you do. And there's people with far less, just like those children, that have so much less than you, but are still happy, because it's where they're focusing on. They're focusing on being grateful for water, ice, football and music. You're focusing on what you don't have, who's hurt you, why it's different for you, why you're not enough, what happens in the past. It all comes from the focus. But give yourself permission to be happy right now. So what we're going to do each morning now to move on from it, as we wrap this up. When you wake up, 10 big, deep breaths. That's a deep breath, in case you didn't realise. I am the creator of my own destiny. Say it 10 times. 10 more deep breaths whilst thinking about that statement. My energy creates my reality. 10 more breaths. Think about, what's the energy that I want to give out today? What do I want to attract? Where do I want to operate from? And 10 more deep breaths, not one, but I don't think you guys need to hear me breathing 10 times. I am enough. I have enough. I am whole. I am complete. And I give myself permission to be happy right now. Just that alone, each morning for the next 7 days, will completely change your life. It will completely change where you operate from. And next week, we're going to add on number 4, until this is going to be a 5 to 6 minute morning routine that every single person can do. The morning routine is about the mind. It's not about what coffee you have with what type of oat milk and X, Y, and Z, you know. It's getting the mind right first. There are other important parts to the morning routine, like hydration, like movement, like gratitude. But this, I'm talking before you even get out of bed. If you're heavy breathing and you don't want to wake your partner up, go and sit on the carsy and do it. So let go of the permission that you'll be happy when, and give yourself permission to be happy right now. And the reason why I know you're enough is because, as I said, you were born enough. Situations and circumstances and other people have just led you to believe otherwise, but they don't matter now. They're gone. Forget it. No one cares about your story. They care about your future, nor should you. And that's where your focus should be. And when you do this, notice how different you show up in life. Notice how different you show up in your relationships. I don't try and get love in a relationship. I give love and it flows back to me. So when you're not trying to get something and you're just being yourself, you will operate from a completely different place, because this reprograms your entire brain chemistry. So when you're not driven by this endless pursuit of validation, trust me, you'll be anchored by contentment, because nothing external can give you this or take it away. And that's where your power is at. Guys, I love you all. Let me know how you found this episode. Drop me a message on Instagram. And remember, you are enough.